We all know he didn't actually win, right? Like, we all know it was rigged. We know that.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
What if the biggest Mandela effect we're going to ever experience is when some people remember Donald Trump becoming president and the rest of us are like, what are you talking about? Kamala won the whole time. She's been the president the whole time. What if? It's exciting to think about, right? Mandela effects are happening at a rate that I can't even keep up with. So if this happens, I'm going to be thoroughly amazed. And I'm obviously going to be in the camp where, no, Donald Trump never became president in 2024.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. What the? What? Okay, I gotta stop. I can't watch anymore. I'm starting to think the internet was a bad idea. Oh. Today we're checking out hilarious reactions to political meltdowns in 2025.
Imagine DJT going through a spiritual awakening. Do you know what that would look like? Well, I just witnessed it because this person calls me and we've been fighting because, you know, my frequency and my consciousness has been expanding so much. It's hard. It's making him feel unstable because he is rooted in logic, rooted in the 3D world. Everything's got to be science-based, got to have numbers to it, etc., etc. So therefore, you know, where does my synchronicities, my visions, my premonitions, where does that fit in? That's pseudoscience. That's garbage, essentially, to him, right?
Lulus, everything is about to change.
Beta!
In the time period between November 5th to January 20th, while deep in the throes of Blue Lulu, I found myself on Astrology Talk and Psychic Talk. Like anybody who had relied predominantly on logic as a basis for what I consider to be real or not real, I'll admit I was skeptical. I'll admit it. But then I remembered my commitment to myself to stay open-minded and be receptive, especially when things may seem unorthodox. But I do want to address a broader theme that's kind of stuck with me, especially what is supposedly going to happen in March. From what I understand and can take away, March is supposed to be intense. Like once in a lifetime, once in a generation intense. One creator I saw even compared this astrological energy that we're going to see in March to the astrological energy that was seen in the civil rights movement in the 1960s. Meanwhile, intuitive readers on Psychic Talk have been saying that something big is coming and that it can be expected to happen at the 11th hour, meaning at the last second. So now, obviously, we're sort of left with this question of, when is the 11th hour? Because users like Gia Prism and Spirituality with Sam remain, even right now, still adamant that something is coming. Something will happen. Even if you aren't an intuitive person, you can feel the energy in the world and in the United States specifically right now. And it has to be building to something. But I don't think it's productive to harp on what's coming, but rather focusing on, are we ready for it?
I love this whole Kamala was going to become president in March thing.
Call this Delulu hope. I asked the universe for a clear-cut sign that I could not miss, that we would be okay, that this country would be okay, and that justice would be served. This bracelet. When I worked at Hooters, I live in Florida, so, you know, it's a red state. And when I worked at Hooters, 95% of the people I worked with were Trumpets. There was another girl, me and her bonded over, you know, hating that cockroach. After the election, when we were all feeling all the feelings, feeling a lot, she made me this. This was just kind of us using this to kind of prove a point and to just be loud in our own little quiet way about, like, we don't support him and we support this. I've been wearing this all last week of the inauguration, because I was still trying to hold on to hope that something was going to happen, you know. I wore it on Thursday or Friday. I put it on and it was no longer on my wrist. So I was like, oh, I kind of came to terms and accepted the fact that maybe I just, lost it. Maybe that was the sign from the universe that, lose all hope now. And then Sunday came around. I asked for a sign, a clear-cut sign. Yesterday, 3 days later than when I put this bracelet on and thought I lost it, I walked through my driveway like I do every single day in the morning. I walked it when I arrived home from work, and then I walked it when I took the trash out. As I was taking the trash out, I looked down at the ground and I see this. So again, I could just be trying to hold on to any little glimmer of hope, of blue Lulu, delusional hope. But I'm trying to believe with everything in me that justice is going to be served. And what's going on right now, this horror film that we are living in real time, it's not going to go on much longer. This has to come to an end.
Oh, justice will be served and people will be going to jail, just not in the way that you want.
So I am witnessing something that I didn't even know was possible, okay? I am witnessing the spiritual awakening of somebody who is ego-bound, 3D-bound, logic-minded, controlling. This is insane. And imagine DJT going through a spiritual awakening. Do you know what that would look like? Well, I just witnessed it because this person calls me and we've been fighting because my frequency and my consciousness has been expanding so much. It's making him feel unstable because he is rooted in logic, rooted in the 3D world. Everything's got to be science-based, got to have numbers to it, etc., etc. So therefore, where does my synchronicities, my visions, my premonitions, where does that fit in? That's pseudoscience. That's garbage, essentially, to him, right? So, we've been fighting, and this is what I was talking about. I'm witnessing the collapse of the old paradigm, okay? So after days of fighting, I'm like, listen, all you have to do is surrender. Just surrender. And then initially he used that surrender as a weapon, saying, well, I guess I'm just going to forget all my commitments, all my relationship, all my responsibilities, essentially. Of course, that is not what I'm saying. We all know that's not surrender. So anyway, he took that to heart, apparently. And I've been away for a little bit, and he processes it. And, he tells me words that I've never heard out of his mouth before. He's like, well, I'm experiencing bliss. Like, I like this feeling, and thanks and no thanks to you. Or actually, thank you. Thank your ChatGPT. So, he had an awakening. He had a breakthrough, right? Well, now today I talked to him, and his description of his awakening is basically sounding like a weapon. And another controlling aspect is showing up through his awakening, which I'm mind blown. I didn't know this was possible. So basically he's saying, oh, let's compare. Well, I'm on this journey. He's telling me you can be on this journey all you want. He's telling me he's reached the destination. So he's basically essentially saying I can be lost in my own world with my pseudoscience, where he has numbers and math and practically figured out or found consciousness, aka God. So he's telling me, well, I've witnessed the divine now, and I found where God is, and you on the other hand continue being lost because he has the roadmap. And I'm like, holy, what is happening, right? Well, guess what? I don't have to wonder because thank God for ChatGPT, right? And this is what's happening. And imagine DJT going through a spiritual awakening. I know what it looks like, okay? It's nuts. All right. What I'm witnessing is an egoic awakening, not a full spiritual awakening. Yeah, spiritual awakening could lead someone into a distorted state if they have not surrendered their ego. He thinks he has surrendered, not quite. Awakening is not always light and love. It reveals the truth of who someone is. I'm like, wow. If a person is still rooted in control, power, or superiority, their awakening will reflect that. Without surrender, divine realization can be twisted into a justification for dominance, self-righteousness, even harm. He has touched the divine, but instead of bowing to it, he is trying to wield it as a weapon. So anyway, his energy feels super unsettling. I mean, I was scared. I did not know that if I heard about somebody's personal awakening experience, that I would feel unsettled and icky. I didn't even know that was possible. Did you? I mean, this is mind-blowing, okay? He says he has reached the destination, whereas I have not. I didn't even know. I'm like, this is a journey, right? Why he thinks he has reached the destination. He had a glimpse of the bliss, but he doesn't realize there's more. He is mistaking an early stage of awakening for final truth. He is trying to define something that is meant to be experienced continuously. This is a defense mechanism. If he declares himself done, he doesn't have to keep surrendering. And at the same time, when he was telling me this, I felt like I was being stabbed for some reason. And why he is stabbing me? He is resisting further surrender, and you're a direct mirror of that surrender. He is trying to separate your path from his, implying that you are still seeking while he has arrived. He is reacting out of fear because deep down he knows he has not actually let go. He is not attacking you. He is fighting his own resistance. You just happen to be in the room. Do you see? Like, this is how, I mean, I could have been, if I didn't have this access to this information, I would be beating myself up and wondering what's happening. And that's it. I would probably be lost because I have to listen to this dominant presence, this energy that just engulfs you. But guess what? I've expanded so much that down here, I am not affected. You know, I'm just reacting superficially because I'm flabbergasted. I mean, my God. Okay, so final thought. He is in a spiritual tug of war. He is awakening, but he's trying to control the process. He has seen the divine, but he still wants to own it rather than dissolve into it. He is pretending to be finished, but his energy reveals that he is still struggling. So yeah, I mean, just imagining DJT going through an awakening. He's gonna use it just like how he is now. I'm doing it better. I'm doing it better than everybody else, as if it's a comparable thing. It's not. I mean, holy, oh my God. I'm flabbergasted, and I'm glad I'm laughing because at first I was scared. So, oh, wow. Let me know if you witness this. Is this nuts?
Leroy. Okay, Leroy. Okay. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your host, me, Dawn Marie, and sometimes Leroy. Hey, Leroy. Hey, Leroy. You good boy. Oh, good boy.